What is up, party people? It's your boy Voltron with an AMP video. If you guys have been watching the channel, you guys know I like to do the video through the lenses of NCR. Many of the videos for AMP token are based on the lens of NCR, and I do that because NCR and Flexa Network have that partnership. They have that tight partnership, and NCR likes to provide their clients with features that they can on demand flip a switch, and now they have it. And what's going on with NCR? Several months ago, NCR purchased the intellectual rights to open banking. And you may be saying, well, what does this have to do with the AMP token? What is open banking? If we examine banking through the USA, it may not make sense because lots of us are used to traditional banking. If you want to open a business, you have to go get a whole bunch of licenses, set up your business, go open a business bank account. And now you can start taking debit card payments, Visa, MasterCard, all the traditional forms of payments. But that's if we're looking at it through the eyes of the USA. But what about if you're abroad? What if you're in Latin America? What if you are in Africa? Things work a little different. A lot of people do not qualify for traditional banking. Not too long ago, I was in Brazil, and if you saw some of the shops, a lot of those shops don't have licenses. People just get outside of the tourist spots, people just rent a spot and start a business. You'll find places where a person's running a restaurant out of their garage, or even a car mechanic shop out of a garage. And lots of these people can't take debit cards because they are considered unbankable, but they still need to be paid. So one way you can pay is you pay in cash. There's a problem. You don't want to be walking around with that much cash in a third world country because you take the risk of getting mugged. So, advanced banking is providing avenues for people to do business transactions just phone to phone. So you got these businesses that are being set up where it's like a bank, but it isn't a bank. But it's given access, financial access to people who couldn't get a traditional bank account because, say, they opened up a business, they don't have the business licenses, but they're still running a business. And they still need to get paid. And open banking is providing that avenue. Africa, for example, has gotten to a point where more people are using open banking than they are using the traditional banking. And the other thing that we have to keep in mind is in Latin America and in Africa, inflation is devaluing their currency. We're struggling with inflation close to 8%. Compared to many of these other countries, their value is decreasing pretty much overnight. So they need a method to store their wealth, to preserve their wealth in stable coins that are denominated in US dollars or in euros seem to be proven, successful for a lot of these people because now they can store the value of their money. But if your money is now in stable coins, you need a way to spend it. So a lot of people can use open banking. And NCR has purchased the rights for open banking, and now they need access to Web3. They need to make sure that these payments are backed up by collateral, that there's insurance for them. And this is where the Flexa Network can come in. A flip of a switch, and NCR can allow people to start accepting payments in cryptocurrencies, in stablecoins. So NCR is saying, hey, we're starting to see mobile advanced open banking being used in many regions outside of the US, and we want a part of this, which means ultimately good news for the Flexa Network. Anyway, guys, until next time, peace out, safe investing.